Hey, what's up, everybody? You saw the thumbnail. Guess what? We're back to this thing again, and guess who's not in prison for life?
At 59, Rick Harrison confirms his son life sentence is true. So how can you lie here and sit here and say you're not in jail when it says right there you're doing a life sentence?
I mean, like, how come my dad never told me? I was on the phone with him today.
What? He confirmed it. And this is by a channel called Rush for Gold. This video has 2.2 million views. That means there's a couple mil out there who most likely think you're in jail right now.
If 2.2 million people would watch my channel instead of this, that's fucking awesome, man. Like this. But by the way, everybody like and subscribe, and I'll try to keep you updated on this.
There we go, baby.
Tell me to do something for God and country and go back to work.
That's a good one right there.
I'm gonna kick your butt, chum.
Can you threaten to kick me in a funnier way?
I like this intro.
From dominating reality TV shows for over 10 years to the dark secrets hidden behind the pawn shop counter getting exposed, this is the untold story of Pawn Stars and Rick Harrison's confession. The family-run business built on the knowledge of the history of gold and silver has recently been drowning in a series of controversial allegations. Scandals, lawsuits, and family betrayals threaten to end,
you put an old
if
film
not permanently taint their legacy.
Now a criminal show.
With all that has been happening, Rick Harrison's empire has been pushed to the edge.
Hold on, go back a little bit. Go back real
What
quick.
was once a humble pawn shop.
Hold up.
Dude, all right, where do you want me to go?
Go back real quick. Go back. So why am I the criminal? That's the criminal right there.
Where?
That dude. Press play.
Yep.
Remember
Their
him?
legacy. With all that has been
You'll see it
happening,
right there. That dude.
Rick Harrison.
Oh, the autograph dude?
Yes. Didn't he get caught doing some shit or something? That's why he was on the show?
I don't know. Are we allowed to say what he did?
I just happen to know that this dude was an expert witness for the Nevada or Clark County or whatever for check fraud.
Nice.
And this guy was the one that they would say, "Oh, you definitely signed this check or not?" And he didn't. I was like ballpoint pen versus quail pen. Like, no, this guy was not legit here. It was good.
Rick Harrison's empire has been pushed to the edge and might end up falling.
All right.
What was once a humble pawn shop had led its owners to fame, greed, and legal chaos. But where does their story begin? A pawn shop empire built on knowledge of gold and silver. At the center of it all was Richard Old Man Harrison, the 77-year-old patriarch who co-founded the pawn shop in Las Vegas. His experience in the business, combined with his no-nonsense attitude, made him a fan favorite and obviously the one to call the shots. However, his death in 2018 marked a turning point for the family, both personally and professionally.
Wait, are you guys pawn shop owners or mobsters?
Rick Harrison, the brains behind the shop's TV success, knew from the beginning that pawning was about more than just making quick sales.
Connected to it. It's got to have a story. Everyone loves a story. I mean, like, if you take any really expensive antique, something that sells at Christie's for $1 million, you're buying the story.
Right. With a basic knowledge of gold
this
and silver,
video is fun,
he
though.
built the gold and silver pawn shop from the ground up, even though in the early days, making a profit was tough. Often, Rick found himself lending more money than he was earning. Regardless, he pushed through, expanding his expertise and becoming a trusted name in the pawn industry. However, the real game changer came in 2009, when Pawn Stars debuted on the History Channel. The show followed Rick, his father, his son Cory Big Hoss Harrison, and Cory's friend Austin Chumlee Russell as they interacted with the unusual and sometimes priceless items brought into the shop. Customers brought all sorts of stuff, including rare comic books and artifacts believed to be from ancient Egypt.
On Pawn Stars, whenever you saw an expert and then you stopped seeing him, the last episode he was in was the last time he was in because he fucked up. That thing was fake as fuck. I should have never believed that dude. I don't
know what scene that is.
His name was Phineas. He was a fucking...
Phineas?
Like, dude, I'm like... And so I'm sitting there and like...
Wasn't it like a steampunk, like...
I don't know. Like he was a fucking every weird thing you could be, man. But like, just quite frankly, I'm at this point. Just so you guys know, there was occasionally I don't have an ancient Egyptian on call fucking guy to come look at this stuff. So I didn't. So this guy came from ITV, man. They found this guy. This guy was like legit. They said,
simmer down, Cory.
That Sphinx head wasn't Real though.
Corey, just simmer. You're not supposed to say it like that.
Well, guess what? Come serve me.
Simmer.
No, yeah.
You're not
that guy
hard to find. Okay.
Now, here's the funniest thing about the old man that I love to death. There was no convincing him that there was a better suit to buy than one at Burlington Coat Factory. So, if there was a 3-suit special going on in Las Vegas, the old man was rocking it. The old man loved Fat Farm, Rockefeller, and Sean John fucking suits.
Stop peeling back the like,
I'm not peeling back. The old man was you're
ruining his brand right now.
I love the old man because the old man was cheap, man. I swear to God, I brought him to like Neiman Marcus one time, and I bought him a real nice suit. We got him like tailored up and stuff.
I think I'm watching like a mobster film, dude. This is good. All right.
Well, I'm still pissed. Keep going. You know how many times I've been asked?
Love the banter between Rick and his
How
father.
many times I've been asked about
as well
being
as
in jail?
Chumlee's
They're like,
goof.
"What's up? How come you're saying you're dead? Or how much are you in prison?" Well, I thought like just no. Just keep going.
All right, here we go.
Be kind of naive personality, but as the show became more famous, nasty business was going on behind the scenes.
Ooh,
shit.
Rick Harrison's nasty legal battle with his mother. According to USA Today, Rick's mother, Joanne Harrison, is suing his son in a dispute over family assets and the ownership of the gold and silver pawn shop.
I had no idea because, like I said, I had epilepsy, and back then there's no internet, there's no research on it or anything like that.
So you thought you had limitations?
Oh no, I thought it had a really limited lifespan.
Right.
But that's just the tip.
What did that clip have to do with anything?
When I was a kid, I had epilepsy. 60 years later, my mom's suing me. Help me out here. Cost us all a lot of money, though.
A lawsuit in Nevada State Court. The lawsuit names Rick Harrison, the gold and silver pawn shop, business entities, Harrison Properties, Joe Rick Properties, and others as defendants. The complaint cites a breach of contract, stating that Joanne was married to Rick's father for 58 years.
Yep.
However, when she was hospitalized in the early 2000s, Rick had her sign her 51% interest in the pawn shop over to him.
Okay, pause.
After realizing what she had done.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. This is a true to life story. Now, the problem was that my grandparents were getting older, and the banks would not refi the jumbo loan for the pawn shop, so we couldn't. We were going to end up having to pay off the building. Now, my grandfather and my dad both completely decided, and my grandmother was well aware of every single bit of this, and she was not in a goddamn hospital bed, and it was a completely tactical business decision, and my grandmother was well aware of it, and I even heard her threaten him multiple times in my lifetime that she would pull this shit. Absolutely no.
Simmer.
Guess what?
She fought back and sought justice by claiming that she didn't fully understand what she was signing in her condition then. In 2018, when Richard died, Joanne was to inherit his 49% share of the pawn shop, but Rick hadn't provided her with complete documentation of the business's finances. For this reason, Joanne alleged that she hadn't been able to get proper accounting for more than $500,000 worth of cash and silver. According to her, the late Richard accumulated those things before his death. Following this legal battle, Rick's net worth was threatened. This is because the lawsuit seeks unspecified damages, an accounting of assets, a court order banning Rick from using funds belonging to Joanne, and a constructive trust over property that belongs to her. Talking to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Rick claimed that the allegations were false and suggested that his 81-year-old mother was being manipulated by others for their personal gain. Yet that was not the only bomb that dropped on the family business. According to the Daily Mail, in 2020, the gold and silver pawn shop, which usually accumulates over $1 million annually, only made $37,406
during COVID
because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But the legal drama did not stop there. Rick's mother went ahead and filed a restraining order. According to the Daily Mail, Joanne's temporary restraining order against Pawn Stars Rick was to prevent him from selling off the family's assets.
Good, bad, and ugly. Guess what? My dad, I've never known him to over anybody in my life. And quite honestly...
Or did he never anyone who had it coming.
Well, that's to be debated, but I can promise you this. My dad spent his entire life trying to fucking show his mom how much he loved him. He loved her.
At first, Rick had been giving her regular $25,000 payments, but stopped in 2020.
Depression. You know, one of the biggest signs of depression is being angry all the time. That's
definitely you.
loss of hair.
Dude, you might have had menopause.
One of the biggest
Is this justifying Rick's behavior?
One of the biggest causes of depression is your mom suing you.
For this reason, Joanne filed for a restraining order in an attempt to have that allowance reinstated through the courts. On top of that, the restraining order would also stop Rick from transferring or concealing cash assets or performing any other actions that would diminish Joanne's interest in the family's business. Additionally, the publication reported that Joanne was by then 81 years old and suffered from many health issues that required 24-hour care and supervision, which could cost up to $15,000 a month. What shocked Rick was that he found out about the restraining order request through news reports and not directly from Joanne. Following this incident,
I just want to say something. I'm not going into any personal things against people, but is this information accurate?
Not one thing so far.
Okay, great.
Like not
I just want to make that clear.
Not one singular thing.
Because you're saying
like my grandfather passed away. Yes.
Okay, but because you're saying a lot of personal things.
But because like here's the thing.
But you're not saying this is real.
There's nothing real here. Like,
okay, I just want to make that clear.
What he's saying is he's taking shit that fucking like was completely fabricated and fucking like, it's just like it.
Right.
Like go ahead, bro.
All right, I just want to say the details of this video are inaccurate. Did Rick need to cut his nose hair there?
I mean, that is a picture of my dad. Yes, it is. Did he have nose hair? Is he wearing a Tommy Bahama shirt?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Is he giving a speech like a TED Talk? Maybe.
We were actually doing that was like a History Channel event. That's a microphone on his mouth, so I got to assume he was talking.
Okay.
Rick claimed to have tried to reach her numerous times for several months, but could not reach her, making it harder for him to negotiate better terms so that everyone could go home happy, even though they wouldn't go back to the same home. But this was not the only legal battle a member of this family, or at least a friend,
Is this where I'm going to jail? Okay. Oh,
Chumlee's legal troubles. Austin Chumlee Russell is definitely one of the shadiest of the Pawn Stars cast.
Oh, really?
As TMZ reported in 2012, he was caught on camera brawling with a dude in Hollywood before fleeing the scene.
Wow. Okay, pause real quick.
The victim was left bruised and...
So he's talking about when Chumlee and his buddies got in a fight in Hollywood. Chumlee was in his car, and some guy walked up and said, let me in your car. I'm going to ride. And they said no. And the guy said he was going to shoot them. And Chumlee's buddies whooped. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Chum at a
that was a Rebels game.
Yeah.
But Chumlee insisted he acted in self-defense after the guy threatened to pull a gun on him and his pals.
Hey.
While he dodged a bullet with this one, there was no excusing the scandal Chumlee was about to find himself in 4 years later. According to the Chicago Tribune in 2016, Chumlee landed in jail after being arrested on suspicion of 20 felonies.
Well, I actually learned something. You say you get more out of a book.
Rick, you like to binge argue.
I don't like to binge argue. You guys turn it into arguments.
No, you like to binge argue.
This is the oddest editing I've ever seen.
I bet one of your three wives could agree.
I promise you one single thing. There's not a harmful, mean bone in the body.
That's very true.
Love you, bud.
He was in hot soup, but he was not the only one. Cory Harrison's wild night and personal troubles.
All right,
Rick's son, Cory Big Hoss Harrison, also had his share of misadventures.
Loss of hair.
Dude, you might have had menopause for like 10 years. You might be the longest known case of menopause.
Known for his ambition to take over the shop one day, Cory faced a rough patch when reports surfaced of his wild behavior during a stop on a motorcycle tour. In Jefferson City, Cory was involved in an embarrassing incident at a bar called Spectators. After what witnesses described as a week of heavy drinking, Cory shocked patrons by urinating in public and throwing a bar stool, resulting in him being kicked out of the bar. This incident drew negative attention, though Cory later expressed regret for his actions, issuing a public...
You ever get drunk and do something stupid at a biker rally, man?
I'm just saying, do you want to address this whole peeing at the bar?
Here we go. So this is during the Ferguson, Missouri riots, the hands up, don't shoot thing, guess all that stuff. I look over, there's a guy trying to film me, and he keeps dropping the N-word. And I was drunk, and I was partying. I just rode a motorcycle 1,000 miles, and I thought, this is what I think of you. And I just pissed on his bar. And it was probably the dumbest thing I ever did for a hot second. Don't regret it. Wouldn't do it again. But quite frankly, don't really care about it because, hey, guess what? You're just sitting there dropping in bombs to me trying to record it. And I just said, you know what, dude? And sometimes I was on a motorcycle run and was fucking drunk, man. And I guess what? I just didn't.
You didn't think you were in the bathroom, though. You knew you were
absolutely knew I wasn't in the bathroom. I just got tired of the guy trying to set me up for some. It was dumb. Like, hey.
While he tried his best to clear his reputation using his charm, more trouble kept on following him. Cory came back making headlines again in 2021 for all the wrong reasons. According to TMZ, Big Hoss rented an RV for a short vacation in the California desert in 2020. However, according to the vehicle's owner, William Villafana, Harrison apparently failed to return the RV on the agreed date and in one piece.
I pay for the insurance. Beyond that, this pop outs on this guy's RV won't go in. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know how to do this. This is broken, bro. It's out there. I can't drive it back. Dude, I paid for. I had insurance, man.
Right.
I am aging like wine, man. Like, I'm aging like a fine scotch.
You finally hit puberty.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. No, I'll say
Let's
that.
see what other this guy's
Here we go.
Let's see what's going on here.
Claimed that Harrison's assistant called a day later to say they were involved in an accident and were going to have the RV towed back. But it took another 2 days
That's not the RV, bro. That's completely.
What did you do to that RV? It's like more than a septic tank problem.
That's not even the RV that I rented. That's not a random guy's. That's from a company. Right
either you're lying or that dude's lying.
Never seen that RV in my life, bro. Never seen that RV once. Even if I did, guess what? I paid for the insurance. Like, honestly, this guy just searched Google and found a fucking broken RV. And it's like, this big ass this RV up right here. Nah, dude, I ain't ever rented an RV for rent in my life.
I was about to say, if you're just arguing it was a day late and then you show up like that, I think
even if I did, I paid for the insurance. Get it fixed. That's what the insurance for. But no, I've never seen that RV in my life.
I can see you getting out and just tossing the keys back at the owner.
He fucking probably upside down. Anyways, if that was the case, he got a new RV. Like, thank you. You got a new one. You're fucking. Were you even supposed to be renting your RV? Like,
in his personal life, Cory had to battle his weight, which had reached dangerous levels, leading him to undergo gastric bypass surgery in 2010.
Which is why he wrecked the
surgery
RV.
Helped him lose over 100 pounds. But the personal strain continued as Cory dealt with the pressures of fame, managing the pawn shop.
Yo, when you start to like get better looking, did you become like more stressed? Like, cause you're like, damn, I'm a fucking good looking guy now. I gotta hold that shit up.
I mean, no, really. Like, I was just trying to do little old me over here, man. That's like,
wow.
Just think about it. Like,
the pressures, those that come with the good looks are hard.
I don't know if I should be flattered or fucking like. I'm annoyed as shit right now because I'm like, realistically, people will see this and think it's true. Like, come on, man. Like, why am I?
I gotta admit, I don't even care if it's true or not. He dented an RV.
Ooh, you like,
dude! I had a dent our production van.
I didn't even dent the RV. I didn't even dent the RV. I just parked it. They had the slide out things. They wouldn't go back in. I'm like, I can't drive it like this. I called the guy. Everything in the way. Everything right. And I even paid. Fucking tow the thing. But this guy sold this video with a thumbnail saying I was going to prison. I'm waiting to see how I'm going to prison, and all he's doing is just talking shit.
Yo, chill. We haven't gotten to the end yet. How do you know you haven't gone to jail? We haven't gotten there.
Well, I've been to jail, motherfucker. But this, all right. I thought I was in prison for life, man.
Chill. Do we know, dude?
Like, I mean,
I'm not going to go into this with you, but like just to say, there is a chance that you could be spending life in jail and sitting here at the same time. Let's get to the end of the video.
Multi-dimensional shit, I guess.
I'm not going to go there, but like
Rick and Morty, man.
There is a possibility that could happen. All right, here we go.
Leading to several failed businesses and a string of lawsuits. But how could they really turn their viewers into business customers? While these battles were happening in the present, one of the cast's past was about to reveal the naked truth about them. Olivia Black's axing over nude modeling. Another scandal that rocked Pawn Stars involved Olivia Black, a former employee who joined the shop in 2012. As the media attention shifted from the case of Olivia, another scandal hit. The stolen coin collection melting mystery. By this time, the Pawn Stars cast members are no strangers to brushes with the law. In 2014, they found themselves at the center of a legal battle yet again.
Looks like AI.
This time, it was for allegedly melting down a stolen antique coin collection. According to ABC News, in a criminal complaint filed at Clark County Justice Court, David Walters claimed his niece, Jennifer Beckman, stole his...
David Walters is like a stand-up. That dude did not lie.
Well, he didn't lie.
What happened?
So, if this is what I'm thinking about, I mean, sorry about your luck, Chuck. This ain't the coin that you got, that he had right there at all. But no, like, you know, the United States has never devalued currency. It's one of the few things in the world that I don't have to hold at all when it's like selling a stock or it's like taking in cash. So when you bring me gold coins or silver coins, I don't have to hold them. Now, unfortunately, sometimes I got to melt them down and make jewelry out of them and stuff like that. So if I need fast cash, I got to get rid of the coins when I buy them. I don't have to hold them, sell them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I melt them down. You know, and quite honestly, sometimes I don't know where the I did with them. I just realistically, they go into a melt bucket, or I sell the coins, or I just push them out.
So and
so your fucking niece sold it to me. Like that's what happened. Unfortunately, Ben, I'm sorry about your niece, and I'm sorry she stole from me. But that's what you said, anyways. I didn't break a law, and I didn't do it on purpose. Go get the money from your niece.
And as he says,
there's going to be
David Walters claimed his niece, Jennifer Beckman, stole his costly coin cash in 2013
I gotta
and
lean
then
in
sold it
because this
to
is
the
the
gold and
big
silver
finale.
pawn shop. Walters claimed the haul Beckman brought to gold and silver netted a total of $12,375, but the aggrieved uncle claimed his collection's actual value to be closer to $50,000. As soon as Walters realized the coins were missing, he immediately reported his niece to the authorities, but when the cops contacted Gold and Silver Pawn, the coins were already gone. To the best of my knowledge, as the coins are unidentifiable, they may have been melted down, a spokesperson for the store told Fox News. They may have been sold. They may be in buckets like other coins waiting to be evaluated.
Dead.
The representative went on to dispute Walters' $50,000 valuation claim. These coins were worth far less than the gentleman thought they were worth, she said, before insisting none of the Pawn Stars cast had done anything wrong or illegal for buying the coins. The end of Pawn Stars? Despite these scandals and controversies, the show managed to remain on air for over a decade. On top of that, the show maintained a strong following even as it shifted towards scripted content and family drama. However, by the time the 21st season rolled around, the magic of the early years had faded, and viewership had declined significantly. With the mounting legal troubles, internal family conflicts, and scandals surrounding its stars, Pawn Stars began to lose its authenticity. Rick,
wait, I thought I lost it already.
He
lost it again?
Focused his efforts elsewhere, including in real estate and other ventures. Pawn Plaza may not have been a resounding success, but Rick's business acumen ensured that the gold and silver pawn shop remained a staple in Las Vegas.
Thank God.
As for the future of Pawn Stars, while no official announcement has been made regarding its cancellation, the series has become a shadow of its former self. Its stars have faced both personal and professional challenges, and the once dominant presence of the show on the History Channel has diminished.
How many seasons again?
22 seasons.
Yeah, that's what happens after 22 years. Anything after 22 years.
Let's not forget the 2 seasons of Pawnography and the 2 seasons of Pawn Stars Do America. And let's just go ahead and say this, quite frankly, Pawn Stars didn't fall off. Cable TV fell off.
Pawn Stars has left an unerasable mark on the world of reality television. But what about its legacy? A legacy tainted by scandal, yet still iconic.
Ew,
Pawn Stars
had
a unique impact on reality TV, transforming what was once a niche pawn shop into a globally recognized name, and the art of dealing. The show's success highlighted the charm of everyday Americans in a setting filled with unusual items, where every transaction told a story. However, as much as Pawn Stars built a legacy, its downfall serves as a cautionary tale about the bad sides of fame.
You know, I'm looking for the climax too, guys, and it's like I just didn't get any rocks off, man. I'm just kind of fucking sweating it. Like, come on, you sold me on I was in prison, bro. You didn't. There's nothing here.
You look kind of jacked in that photo, bro, or that picture.
Yeah, that was my steroid phase.
Man, you did steroids?
No.
All right, we got to end this. Here we go.
I don't work out.